Hey guys, it's Crack.
Guys, it's Croc.
And I'm going to be reacting to
Tablo XRM.
Stop the Rain.
Stop the Rain. You know, we're always supporting my husband and also anyone from BTS, honestly. I saw lyrics. There we go. I saw some lyrics that explained what the 27 Club was or something like that. And they said that was part of Namjoon's thing. So I know that this is probably a very meaningful, deeper kind of song, but that's as much as I know.
I have seen a bit of discourse on the song already, and I did see when Tablo kind of like prefaced the song and how he was talking about how it involves like heavier topics and it's very personal to both him and RM. And I do believe it is going to be a pretty like emotional song with emotional lyrics, as always, from both of them. I think they both always write pretty emotional lyrics, but this one especially I think might be pretty heavy, so I think we do need a little bit of a disclaimer because I do think they talk about heavy topics. I don't know what exactly, but I'm overall excited to see what they have to say. Yeah, let's just get into it. Look, there's a cat.
Hello, rainy day.
Oh, it changed.
Oh, their light stick.
It went from bright to dark and blue.
Tablo, RM. I'm all in, with a losing hand. Teachers call me rebel, parents call me lost, pastors call me devil, had me kneeling at the cross. Since I was a youngin', I was called names and bossed around. Back to the wall so long, call me pain's poster child. Religious home times were different. They told me I was gifted, but to unwrap my mind was wicked. I was raised by guilt, raised by shame, raised by the rod. They claimed it was love, felt like heartbreak to me. Later they say, baby, all your scars are to teach and remind you you can soar higher. What good's a bird's eye view when you're in a hunter's crossfire? Sometimes I wished I got crushed in the womb, turned to dust in the womb. My scent of youth and ungodly perfume. No wonder I've always hated the adults in the room. The rain will fall.
This is RM, right?
What it feel like. Can't run away from the pain. I feel like I'm going insane. Bad thoughts filling up my brain. Demons swimming inside my veins. 2 seconds from falling into nothing. Can't run away from the pain. I'm trying to stop the rain.
When I was a kid, I was convinced that I was destined for the 27 Club. I'm 29, sinking in the bathtub, sipping gin, looking for another club. All the lust was a lust, dust into dust. Stray after stable, dashing dot to your dot. And every night I put my shadows on. But you know how much I hate my status quo. I know what you gotta know, my life is out of love. All the lessons learned already coming out of trust.
Keep my mind steady, but it's hard to readjust. Nothing stops time, but the clock will turn to rust.
Pain and rain, they still stay the same.
Got me looking for the exit just to entertain. Pain and rain, think I'm going insane.
Gotta turn off my phone now. Can't run away from the pain. I feel like I'm gone insane. Bad thoughts filling on my brain. Demons swimming inside my veins.
2 seconds from falling into nothing.
Can't run away from the pain.
I'm trying to stop the rain.
Oh, I just realized the cartoon has headphones.
I'm trying to stop you.
Not forever, Rain.
I'm trying to stop the rain.
Wow.
Ooh.
Yep, that was.
Yeah. Yeah, that one was... Whew, that was a lot. Yeah, super meaningful lyrics to them, and also just people that go through shit all the time, mentally, physically, psychologically. I noticed there was some parts where the lyrics on screen would like cross out. Like at the beginning, it says teachers called me rebel, parent called me lost, and then it has Icarus crossed out. And then for the rest, or not the rest, but yeah, when that little boy falls, he's like falling and the rain is falling as well. You see like wings coming out of this boy towards the end of the video, which I think Icarus was the boy who flew too close to the sun. I don't really know how that plays into this song. A Greek myth about a young man who, along with his father, escapes from Crete by flying on wings made of feathers and wax. He disregards his father's warnings, flies too close to the sun, and the wax melts, causing him to fall into the sea and drown. Oh. It might be where he's falling. Or maybe because this song talks about like, I don't know. I don't really know how that plays in. But it could also be one of Tablo's songs, because I also noticed near the end, well, I don't know where it is. I can't find it, but it said something about the rain. And then it says, I'm trying to stop the rain, but it has forever crossed out. And I know that Namjoon, oops, hold on, has a song called Forever Rain, which is also kind of in the realm of the message of this song. But shout out to both of them for being so vulnerable in a song. This is like very personal, I believe. They even talk, well, Namjoon's part says something about my status quo, and then it says be positive. And you know, it's hard being an artist in Korea. I feel like a lot of the time idols are treated like non-human, and they're expected to act a certain way when they're just human. So, you know, it's kind of tough to go through these types of feelings while also presenting yourself to the public in a very like positive, friendly, happy way. Yeah, and I don't really know what else to say. It was a really good, I mean, the beat was good, the lyrics were super meaningful. I love Namjoon's like singing voice in this, and Tableau's. I don't think I've ever really heard like a Tableau song. Like I've heard him on other people's songs, like as a feature, but yeah, this is good. I like his rap, I like his voice, and also Namjoon's, of course. The visual was really good. I know that we only had like the intro with the cat and the boy, which is very like soft lighting and very what's it called, like that lo-fi girl aesthetic, very soft, kind of like warm and fuzzy feeling, and then it changes to that gray part where it starts and he says hello rainy day. Once the little boy is sleeping and everything's kind of dark, the cat's eyes start glowing and they look creepier. But yeah, even just the part of the boy falling with the rain and the wings growing and kind of disappearing. Oh, maybe that might be a metaphor for like, you know, they're still kind of falling, but they're growing their wings, like they're kind of doing good in life, but then maybe something triggers them and, you know, they fly too close to the sun, and they're back to that feeling of just pain. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. Can't say that I expected anything less from this, like anything better, because they always deliver. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed my rambled thoughts. Come back next time. Oh, also make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and come back next time for more rambly thoughts. And go stream the song. This was really great. I don't know that it's the vibe for spring, but if you want a little chill night, little cry sesh, this might be the song for you. All right, bye.
God dang it! Tablo and RM! Oh my god. It's heavy. I need to like re-listen again, rewatch again. That like transition from the like bright room to the gloomy dark, and then them opening the door into the void, and then the boy just falling down into that dark void, like that is such a good, hold on one second, such a good representation of what it feels like to really fall into the depression, fall into dark thoughts, fall into like the numbness that you feel, and those insecurities. Can't, trying to stop the rain, can't run away from the pain, feel like I'm going insane, bad thoughts filling up my brain, demons from inside my veins, like that. First of all, so relatable. I'm crying. It's fine. Oh my god, so relatable. And it's just like I immediately remember all those times that I felt this way, especially back in high school. This hits home. I'm also very like emotional right now, very hormonal. If you know, you know. So I'm feeling this even more. But yeah, like that line is like, I know what that feels like. That's like my response to this. And the fact that it's almost like a conversation that you can have with them, where it's like, I've been there, you've been there, like all three of us and more people have all like felt this, have felt the like those like demons, as they said, demons like eating at your brain, filling up your veins, like all those bad thoughts that fill your head, like all the insecurities. It's like I have so much to say, but I can't say it because I'm just gonna cry. I don't even know if there are words to fully explain and describe to someone who has never felt this way what it feels like. Like, it really is one of those things where it's like, if you know, you know. I'm like really glad that people like RM and Tablo, you know, decided to like write this into their songs, into their art, and really like express themselves and allow other people to hear these stories and these, you know, personal sentiments, because it is such like it's something that so many people feel, and yet not a lot of people talk about, for, you know, many reasons. Like, for a lot of people it's really hard to talk about it. For a lot of people, it was such like a taboo subject for so long. It's like, even when you do talk about it with people, it's like not everybody's going to fully understand or like see your perspective, and they're always telling you stuff like, you know, it's going to be okay, or there was a line, I don't remember where it was, where I think it was Tablo that said it, like, gotta keep your head up, and like things like that. But it's like, it's easier said than done. Like, it really is. And it's just, it's crazy how quickly you can go from being like happy, bright, and how like a little thing can trigger you to fall into this void, into these feelings. Be positive. Like that part, like, oh, be positive. It's like, yeah, okay, yeah, sure. Like, I know, but it's not easy, you know. And then that line that RM says, the you gotta know my life is out of love. I know, I think Tablo already like kind of talked about that line and how it's kind of like a double entendre. It's like, you gotta know my life is out of love, as in like, oh my god. And then the fact that here on the video it says, gotta know my life is out of blood. It looks like it was gonna say blood, sweat, like maybe blood, sweat, and tears, maybe, but it says out of love, which can mean like it's out of love, like there's no love in it, or it's out of love as in like everything I do in my life, or everything that I have in my life is full of love. Like, it can be both depending on how you first read it, how you first interpret it. Got me looking for the exit just to entertain. Oh my god, that line. Got me looking for the exit just to entertain. Wow. That I feel like has like a double too, because it's like, yeah, let me go back. They stay them same. Got me looking for the exit just to entertain. I think in like their perspectives, like, got me looking for the exit to entertain, right? Because they're artists, they're entertainers, they're performers. They have to, like, at one point or another, they have to put on a happy face and, you know, talk to other people, put on, like, essentially pretend like nothing's wrong, right? Because so many eyes are on them, so many people look up to them. It's like they feel like they can't show themselves falling apart because they have this like persona, or this like, people already have this idea of them, of having like a perfect world, or a perfect person, blah blah. So like, they have to keep that image up. So it's like, got me looking for the exit just to entertain. It's like, I gotta get out of this dark pit so that I can continue entertaining people and like keeping them sane, even though I'm insane. And it's like for them, it's on a bigger scale, right? Because like I said, like they have so many people's eyes are on them, but it's like it's the same for even us. For just like a regular human, it's like you still gotta go to work, you still gotta go to school, still gotta talk to people, so you still have to put up a front that you're okay, even though you're not. So you really have to put on that mask and just do what you usually do during the day, and then it's not until you get home and you really like sit with yourself and you sit in the silence, you sit in the dark, and you just let everything out. Like that's what that seems like. And then the rain, the rain itself, it's like, oh, the rain is so dark, so gloomy, so cold, and that's how you feel when you feel these like when you have these dark thoughts, or when you feel this way, when you feel depressed. It's like it's cold, it's dark, it's gloomy. The rain itself could be like symbolic of tears too, tears that you spill. And the whole like I'm trying to stop the rain, it's like them trying to stop these feelings, or stop succumbing to these dark thoughts. Also, the fact that in the music video it says, I'm trying to stop the forever rain, but forever is crossed out. It's like, if you don't know, RM has a song called Forever Rain, which also touches upon these ideas and this topic. So the fact that they crossed out forever rain, they crossed out forever, like, to me seems like they're in a better place now. Like, that rain is no longer forever rain, like it's just rain now. Like, it's lessened. Maybe it's still there, maybe it's still, maybe it like comes and goes, but it's not as constant, which I really hope that's the case for them. But you could also interpret it like that. Like, I'm trying to stop the rain. It's like, I don't know if I fully tried to stop the rain, just me personally, and like my own struggles. My phone cut me off, which is very rude. But what I also wanted to say too was, for me personally, I am definitely someone who tends to like really isolate themselves whenever I'm feeling down, or I feel like I'm falling into these deep thoughts, into that dark room that the music video was showing. I'm the kind of person that, in order to cope with it, I isolate myself, and I kind of like push things off, or tend to like push people away. Not forever, obviously, but like that is just my own way of really dealing with it. Like, I kind of like shut myself off from the rest of the world for like a little bit, because that's how I'm able to get back to where I was. Like, I need that time away to kind of reflect on everything, and to kind of like remember like what it is that brings me joy, and to really like ground myself. So it's not like I'm not necessarily running away. I'm just, it's more so like what is it called? Perseverance? I don't think that's the right word, but it's like, that's like how I like protect myself, I guess, in a way. And I wanted to kind of highlight something that I saw someone say on Twitter. They said, "Not gonna lie, the rain has never stopped for me, but because of BTS, I built a house for myself to shield myself from it. They hand me the tools to build this house, give me the umbrella when I venture out, and sit with me on days that the rain is too loud. I'm never afraid of this rain. I think when I first got into BTS, this is essentially what was happening to me. It's like I was kind of heading to a dark place at the time, and I think I found BTS's music, their videos and everything at like the perfect time, because that is exactly what it felt like for me. It's like I felt like they really helped me get back up, and they kind of like helped me like remember that there are a lot of good things in life, and that life is like worth living, essentially. Not to get too dark, but yeah, but they just came at like that perfect time, because I definitely felt myself kind of falling back into my dark thoughts, my dark feelings after being away from them for so long and being like getting better. And then I kind of started to fall again, and then they kind of like, in a way, they stopped that rain for me in that moment. Not fully, because I still definitely experience the rain often. I think it's hard not to. As a human, it's like things happen in your life. It's like there's like something's always going to happen, or you know, or someone's gonna say something, and it's like going to kind of make you feel that type of way. So like I definitely relate to this person, where it's like I'm never afraid of this rain, but it's only because I know that I will get out of the rain, or the rain will settle down eventually. And like I said, like my coping mechanism is to like set time aside for myself, and to really like instead of like hiding from those feelings, which I think is what I used to do when I was younger. Like I used to try to like shove them to the side, or like pretend like they weren't there. Like I've learned to kind of like sit with them and sit with myself, and I do that by like spending time away from other people, or like not really seeing people, not really talking to people, and then just really getting back to like where I was before, and to like remember like who I am, essentially. And there's another thing that I wanted to kind of comment, or not comment, but like read, that I saw on Twitter too. And it's like in relation to Namjoon, and like how I think he's told us in the past how he like took some time away from the members, he took time away from like people or things. Like I think he mentioned that before. It's like someone said, it's like, oh, Namjoon didn't distance himself out of apathy. He did it because carrying everything for so long nearly broke him. From the beginning, he was made the leader, not just in name but in responsibility. While others were allowed to grow, stumble, and be kids, he was expected to be flawless. Speak for the group, think ahead, take the fall, create the art, absorb the hate, hold it all together. That kind of pressure changes a person. It drains you not just of energy but of identity. So when he took a step back, it wasn't running away, it was choosing to survive, to heal, to remember what he's more than just RM of BTS. He's Kim Namjoon, a human being with thoughts, dreams, silence, and scars. Let's not call it distance, let's call it self-respect. He didn't leave love behind, he just finally showed some of that love to himself. And oh mama, when I read that, I was like 1000%, because it's so easy to like criticize someone, or like make someone's distance about yourself, and be like, oh well, that person doesn't want to spend time with me anymore, like that person isn't talking to me anymore. It's like you really don't know what a person is going through and why the person is doing that in the first place. And like I said, for a lot of people, that's how they cope. Like that is how they survive. That's how they continue to get up every day. Like they need that time away. So it's like I do remember hearing that and seeing that with RM, and I think he even spoke about it himself, that he needed that. He needed to reflect on himself. And it's like it's totally valid, and it's not something that should be criticized. Um or like talked bad about people, like if they do that. It's like it just puts into perspective everything that a person may be dealing with, that they don't always talk about, and like they don't have to, right? Like they don't owe you an explanation. Like RM or any of the boys or any artist for that matter doesn't owe us any kind of explanation. But it's also so easy for us as an audience, even as supporters, to always wonder and like want to know what's going on. Some people, it's out of, gossip, like they just want the cheese meh. And some people, it's legitimately out of love, like they really do care about that person. They just want to know that everything's okay, and they want the person to know that, hey, I'm here for you no matter what, like no matter what you need. If you need to talk, if you need someone to listen, or if you just need to know that my presence is here. So yeah, so like, and like thinking back to like BTS, and I mean, I don't really know Tablo's background with like his career. Like I don't know when he started. I'm not too familiar with his beginnings. But like RM and BTS, it's like they were so young. They were children, and they were like immediately put into that spotlight and immediately harassed by people that were older than them, by companies, by strangers. And it's like that, like children already go through so much as it is, as they grow up and they're trying to figure out what it is that they want to do in life, who they are. It's like on top of that, they're receiving all this criticism, all this backlash, and it's like it's a lot. It's a lot to take in, and he's had to go through that. All of them have had to go through that for a decade, like literally like a decade. So it's like it's no wonder, it's like it's to be foreseen, really. And it's just crazy to see how like people are so quick to judge, or like so quick to talk shit. And it's like, okay, but like you're also part of the reason. It's like it's because of this that that person feels that way, or that person reacts in that way. So it's like it's just interesting. It's like obviously like I'm someone who can relate to the song a lot and relate to the feelings. Not everybody can, God bless. Not everybody is in that position or feels those sentiments. Like, but it is important, I think, for those people to still have empathy and to really listen and learn, like why it is that someone may feel that way, even if you yourself don't feel it or you don't go through it. Like it's just because it's such a human experience. But yeah, it's just got heavy and dark. Hopefully not too dark. I absolutely I love this song. It reminds me a lot too of, I don't know if anybody else knows Corpse Husband, but it reminds me a lot too of his song Agoraphobia, which also has like rain as a symbol, and it also touches upon depression and anxiety and having these dark thoughts. But overall, like I'm just really glad that RM and Tableau are both in a position where they feel comfortable writing a song about this and also putting it out into the world. Like I said earlier, I think I said that. Yeah, I'm grateful to them as artists, and so many, again, like so many people look up to them. So it's like, it's great that they're not afraid to be honest and raw and vulnerable, because we really need more people like that, especially people in their position and with their in their it's got like power, not to put like all the weight on them, but like they do hold a lot of power even though they didn't really ask for that power, but it's good to see such great people, such like human, like really like raw humans just open themselves up. Like, I love it. I love the song. Stream the song, support the song, be gentle to the artist, be gentle to other people listening to the song and talking about their experiences. Yeah, sorry for, actually no, I'm not sorry, but also like I definitely look very red and puffy, so, but it happens. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, see you in the next one. Bye.